This video is very important. I know I'm shining bright like a diamond. I know I look a little skinny because my widow's peak is looking good. Oh my gosh, I kind of look skinny, which is perfect for a very special occasion. I don't know if I'm gonna just come out and say it in the title. I might like hint at it. Maybe now I have to tell you some really big news, and I have to explain what happened. I have to explain to you like what's happening and what just happened and what will happen, because if it happens, this will happen. If these two things well, if this one doesn't happen, you have to take it back. Well, no takesy backsies, get over here. These things will happen and this will happen, and all these things will happen, and they'll happen because I know. The holidays are here and 2020 has been rough, so I'm gonna make you a personalized 8-minute long video on Cameo. Treat yourself or surprise someone else. It makes a great Christmas present. Link below. So, hi. Yesterday's video was one of the best mukbangs I've ever filmed. If you didn't see yesterday's video, check it out. Excuse me. I'm kind of like low in the bank right now, so I gotta like splurge, as Chelsea Lynn would say. I splurge. You guys, yesterday's video was amazing. I just want to eat at Red Robin all the time. So check it out if you didn't see it. Now, we got to talk about my fiance, Orlin. You guys know I've been with Orlan home since 2013. Well, we met in 2013. 2014 is when we officially like met, and that 2015 is when we became boyfriends. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have been 2021. We've been boyfriends for about 6 to 7 years. It is finally time for us to have a real marriage. You guys know we've been having a little back and forth, and things have not been very good because this happened first and I took accountability, and he did this and I did this, and I went here and he went here, and we go together, and then we had some babies, but then they got adopted, so it's just us two. And there's been someone else in the mix. You know, Jasper came along and he kicked him out, and then I was by myself, and then he had Enrique, and I just sat there and watched because it was really entertaining. I like to watch, you know. I don't know why it made me excited, but it did. Get out! And, you know, I went here and he went here, and then we played house together, but we slept in separate rooms. So I was over here, he was over here. I sleep in the big old king bed, and he sleeps on the couch. Because if I sleep on the couch, it can't hold my weight because I'm literally 500 pounds. So, I'm on my way, you guys. My weight is getting out of control. I don't know why. But, so we're getting married. Well, it's not, well, just two of us. I have heard of 3. Oh, I had friends. It was 3 guys. They lived in New York. I used to call them the choo-choo train because it was a 3-way couple, these guys, and they had been together for like 10 years. And I was like, how's the choo-choo train? How's the choo-choo train? Because they were always just like, the choo-choo. We have the front, the back, and the middle, and then they'll switch the middle, the back. It was all at 3 at the same time. Turns out the caboose was left alone, and these two kept on going at it, and this one was left untouched for a year. And then this one started to become more attracted to this one, and then this one, this one was over here when he's left by himself. So these two guys, you guys, this is actually very appropriate because I believe in monogamy now. I have been reading a lot of texts and books about different things. You can't have 3 ways or 4 ways or 5 ways or 10 ways, which I've heard they have at parties on boats in Fort Lauderdale. Never been one of those. I got invited to one of those. There's somebody who knew me in the past who reached out to me in the future. And this was still in the past now, but it was the future back then. Well, you know what I mean. He reached out to me. He's like, so I have this extra ticket to this cruise for all men. And you know what? My boyfriend and I want you to join. I'm like, oh. I'm like, well, what's the cruise about? And he told me, everyone's naked. And I'm like, oh, everyone? He said, everyone. Do you want to come? We'll pay for your flight and your I said no because I was a little nervous, but I should have done it. Oh, I could have been on one of those boats where it's 10 at the same time. I would be so much more wholesome as a person because now I believe in monogamy. It's too late. It's too late because I believe in monogamousness. So, let's get back to the story. So yeah, the choo-choo train, they ended up splitting up. Well, this guy said F you, and he went this way. And these two, they both became celibate, and they're like Buddhist monks now, and they don't even touch no one. They touch nothing, no one, not even themselves, and they just sit here. And this one's getting on with 5 guys on a boat. He's happy. But you know, it's like, oh my gosh, it was a throuple, a choo-choo train for 3 years, and they switched and come back, the caboose, the front, the engineer. He's the engineer tonight. Hey, and then and now he's the caboose. that got old real fast. So I believe in monogamy because that's proof. So, you guys, today I'm going to be answering all of your questions from my Twitter. If you don't follow my Twitter, make sure you follow it if you're interested. Oh my god, it's a little shout out to, I want to give a shout out to Violetta. I know, I had to look down for notes because her name is interesting. Violetta, hopefully I'm saying it right. I got a new producer on my Patreon. Thank you. I have 1 spot left for my producers, okay? I don't want more than 4. We currently have 3. Oh my god, I feel so blessed. So if you're considering supporting me a little bit extra, or if you want to get to know me a little bit personally off camera, more so than anyone else in the world, literally, I don't talk to anybody, so you can click the link down below if you want. But yeah, so thank you for all your support. I'm very excited to eat this food. So Orlin will be joining me, Orlin home. You guys know me and Orlin have not been monogamous. Well, it's kind of been like Orlin over here, and it's kind of been like me with everybody. And then I plant seeds, and then boom, we all have crabs. I need to like get my head put on straight so that we can be monogamous, and, you know, like angels. So this, I have a very special announcement for you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in the title or be like discreet about it, because the discreets are always the best, you know. Sometimes being discreet is more memorable than the person who's out and proud, you know. So I kind of want to be discreet about this and just kind of be like so on the down low, a little down the GL, you know. So I have something I have to tell you. I might put it in the title. I don't know. I think for this video, I'm just gonna sit here and smile. Here's my thumbnail. It's gonna be called A Big Announcement. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm having acid reflux. I haven't eaten all day, and I know that's a very fat person thing to say, but I haven't. I haven't eaten all day except for 3 avocados. Oh, and I had some of the leftover onion rings. You guys, yesterday's video. If there's one video I have to ask all of you to watch, it would be yesterday's video. That was one of the tastiest. It was expensive. By the way, in the title, it's $100 worth. It was literally $135. That was one of the tastiest mukbangs I've had in a very long time. I will be doing more of those. Check out yesterday's video. Some of the comments are a little mean, but I don't care. Just watch 30 seconds of it when I take my first couple bites. Oh my god, it was so good. And I saved all of it. The containers are nice. The plastic bag was nice. The people were very friendly. The quality of the food, there was nothing except for one thing that I didn't like. Everything was outstanding. I could recommend everything to you. It was so delicious, everybody. It was so, so, so good. I mean, I can't wait to go back. I mean, the joys of discovering new foods. And here's the thing. What I did yesterday is very unique. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not the most popular on the internet. People don't really do these for mukbangs. I decided to. And I put on my big boy boots and I said, I'm going to take a risk and do this even though no one knows what it is. Well, I hope you all know what it is now. So it was so good. Hashtag sponsor me. Send me free food, because I actually, actually, if I wasn't doing mukbang on the internet to, like, get paid to eat and to fart and cry, I literally would be eating that off camera. It's so, so good. And just to think to myself, I was going to Applebee's this whole time with my family. Like, no, I should have been going to Red Robin. Just night and day with the flavors and the quality and even just the options. And they have so many different types of cheeseburgers. Like, the amount of gourmet burgers you can get there. Oh, anyways, I'm getting hungry all over again. Today, I'm going to be doing dumplings because it's a very special video. I know we're on the DL right now. We're on the down low, but let me tell you. I am getting married to my husband, to my fiance. Oh. Oh. Okay, let me try this again. Ouch! I stubbed my toe. Oh, that's the other toe. My toes are all crookedy. Let me try that again. Nick, edit all that out, please. You guys, I have a big announcement. So my fiance and I, you guys know we've been engaged for literally just a couple months now. But we've been together since 2000 and when did we get together? I feel like I already told you this. I can't remember actually, to be honest with you. I can't remember anything I've said in this video. I'm getting married. I'm going to be answering your questions about this on my Twitter. So follow my Twitter if you want. I'm going to go get this food. We're doing dumplings, fire spicy nuclear dumplings. I'm so excited. They're so good. And they're spicy. Well, these dumplings are very soft and they're chewy and they're full of flavor, and I'm dipping them in spicy sauce as well. It's made with like the nuclear fire noodle challenge, you know, my favorite little flavors. With some bibim sauce, some gochujang, some saffron, some little pepper flakes, a little honey. I mean, it's gonna be so good. So grab some food and spend time with me and get to know me and my fiance, and hear me out on my big announcement. We have some big news for you. So let's get started with the show. Yay! Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bam! So this is my fiance, Orlin home. He kind of looks like Mr. Pringles. Which is your favorite Pringles flavor?
My favorite Pringles flavor is the...
Have you had the pizza one?
I like the pizza one, but I think I like the cream onion one, and I like the barbecue one.
Sour cream and onion. Oh my gosh. We're such...
I love the barbecue.
So, in case you couldn't tell, and you probably couldn't, but we actually happen to be big foodies.
Yes. Even though we don't look like we enjoy food that much.
No.
But we do love
it. We are big foodies in this household, and I'm just gonna throw that out there because I think some of you guys probably don't wonder too much. Anyways, I have 100 dumplings here, and I'm gonna eat all this by myself because he's on a diet.
I'm on a diet because
he's getting good for the wedding.
I'm trying to bulk up for the wedding.
There.
I need muscles.
To be honest with you guys, I really want to answer some of your questions with Orlan here, and then I'll do the rest by myself.
Oh, Orlan wasn't told that this was gonna happen.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, we're doing a Q&A.
Oh, Orlan knows now.
Okay, so start asking random questions to us. By the way, if you watch me just for some white noise or story times, go to 28-minute mark and watch from 28 all the way to the end. I talk about something in the news that I want to share my opinion on.
Oh.
I'm hungry because I have hypoglycemia. And then once I get my head put on straight, okay.
Love you, Nick. Was wondering how being on YouTube affects your relationship and mental health. Also, what's your favorite thing to eat for a video?
Okay. It affects it badly.
Very badly.
The haters mess up my self-confidence, so I have to be honest with you. They really do.
Yeah.
They really do. And physically, look at my body, you guys.
I think you get too thin.
Physically, this is just not okay.
It's very draining.
Did you say too thin? Oh
yeah,
God.
it's very draining. You burn through so many calories from all the stress.
And what was the other part? I don't even care. That's a boring question. Next.
What's your favorite thing to eat in a video?
Noodles!
Noodles, yeah.
Do things that people haven't heard before. Well, you know what? I do get a lot of new viewers.
What?
I get a lot of new viewers, so... I forgot. Oh, my little ding 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 cup. We'll use this then.
Can I go to the next question, love?
You can, love.
Fiance. I'm a very picky eater. What's one thing you can recommend for me to try?
Air. Next question.
It's a good recommendation. Favorite store besides Walmart? 99-cent store.
Why did I say that?
Favorite store besides Walmart?
I've been there like twice in my life.
You look like you shop quite regularly there.
That's Dollar Tree and Family Dollar, not 99-cent. You're making me upset. This is supposed to be your wedding video. Well, we're not married.
I could still not marry him, but
no.
Okay. I'm a psychic medium. Can I do a reading for you? No thanks.
Well, I love psychics, but I have to look at track record. I'm very particular about who I want to because it could scare me. Okay, we're gonna try this soy sauce. Go ahead, honey bunny buddy boo boo.
What should I do? Eat air?
Who says that?
You told me to try soy sauce. What am I supposed to do?
No, I said I'm trying. This is not about you. Stop making things all about yourself.
That's my opinion on you.
This is supposed to be a nice video where we're engaged. This holiday season, come treat yourself and join my Patreon. You'll get tons of mukbangs and other content not allowed on YouTube. It makes a great Christmas present. Must be age 18 or older. Link below.
Hi guys. We're getting married. This is my fiance.
Just ask me the question.
I am very happy to be engaged to a beautiful, wonderful, attractive man.
That's really good. I love soy sauce.
Can we be friends? No.
Ask me. Okay, if the question's not good, don't even bother saying it.
Speak Spanish. Speak Spanish. That's the question. Speak Spanish.
Yo no estoy español.
Good.
Oh my god, did I speak it?
Can you do inventory? Ooh. About what, Walmart shirts?
Okay, you're bad.
I don't want to do this.
You're asking, but ew, what is in this sauce? It's really not that good. It's too spicy. It tastes
Excuse you?
It tastes sour.
Have you not had sour sauces at dumpling restaurants? What do you think they served us when we went to the dumpling restaurant in Thailand?
You know what? We're just gonna do bibim. Wait, do you hear that?
Okay, I'm not getting married to you. Why would you do this the day before our wedding? Why do you have to turn off the illusion of a happy marriage? Why do you have to turn me off from my own husband?
Wait, what do you mean do what before marriage? You mean have a digestive system? I'm digesting. For it to mean that it's healthy. I learned that in English class. Or maybe it's science. Or both.
How about you have a quiet digestive system like a normal person? You think all the other mukbangers are farting on camera?
I don't...
You know they edit that out because they have manners.
I stop comparing me to other people. Next. Alright, so we're doing some other type of sauce. This is like a really spicy
The camera's
sauce.
turning really dark. Should I bring up the brightness?
You made me spill it.
Should I bring up the brightness? Do you want the brightness up? It looks really dark. His camera doesn't like me. It discriminates me.
Okay, get out. Let's see what happens.
He has a camera that discriminates me. He did that on purpose. He got a camera so that I would
I'm
be in
trying to
videos with him.
speak. Justice for Pizza Hut. Oh my god. Oh. Is it just as dark? You tell me.
No, it looks brighter.
You and Orlan are goals.
Ooh. We do have a very happy man. Well, we're not married yet. We have a happy... What do you call what we have? Roommates.
Orlan, you're so bad at this.
At what? Marriage?
Lead. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna
Bye.
You guys asked really dumb questions, if I'm being honest with you. Now I'm getting angry.
You're a very dumb person.
What's your favorite song? What's your favorite color? What is this, second grade circle time? Get your bean bags and your pretzel sticks. Close the door.
Okay.
I can't even do shooting because of my teeth. You guys, these questions, I mean, good thing we have hundreds to choose from. I'm going to keep going down to the bottom. Well, here we go. Let's see. black or blonde Hyunjin? Probably black. This like someone with dyed hair. Are you ever going to quit YouTube? I'd miss you. Is that really you? Or is that just like, is that really what you look like? Wow, you probably have lots of girlfriends. I just want to tell you something right now. Right now, everybody. I just need to tell you that these questions are so annoying. And I'm going to tweet right now to everybody. Actually, I'm going to upload a video. I'm going to tell them what I really think. I'm getting angry. Like, this is embarrassing. I want some good questions for my Twitter, and all you're like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? Oh, could you think of better questions? Excuse me. Why don't you ask some nice questions, like something actually interesting? You guys are boring. I'm gonna questions. Let's see what I said at the end, because I feel like. Excuse me. Excuse me. Why don't you ask some nice questions, like something actually interesting? You guys are boring. Save video. I'm gonna post this on my Twitter. Let's see if we get some new questions, because this is just annoying. Your questions suck, comma. They're very dumb, comma. They're boring and putting me to sleep, comma. I'm actually very serious. So please, ask me some questions that are actually interesting, that actually people would like to see. Thank you. And if you don't want to do it, just unfollow. Bye. Tweeting at the moment. Tweeting. It's currently uploading. Your question does suck. They're very dumb. They're boring. And I put him to sleep. I'm actually very serious. Unfollow bot. Oh my gosh. Well, this is voice command. Okay. It has just uploaded. Okay.
Oh, could you think of better questions?
We'll see what we get. Follow my Twitter so you can be part of this next time. You'll just be chilling on the couch, watching the Ravens versus the Redskins, watching Santa Claus eating cookies, and all of a sudden your phone will go ding ding. You'll be like, what did Nick post now? Let me get back to eating. I'm starving. That's also why I'm really upset, because of my hypoglycemia. I miss my little bowl. Hey, Orlin. You know what? We'll use it. Never mind. We'll use this. Never mind. I have one. Never mind. He can still walk her though, because he did exercise.
Yes, my dear fiance.
I just want to say I love you. You can go now. Okay, guys. So we're gonna wait for the oops.
You made me stand up to tell me you love me.
I actually was gonna ask for another bowl, but
Another bowl?
I'll use this
One of
one.
those little bowls?
This is perfect. Is this the smallest ones we have, right?
We have something tinier.
We have those little, no, a black.
Oh, black one? That's the only one.
I thought we had like baby little cups. Or no, this
I'll
is,
go look.
I can't
What do you want
remember.
to do with it?
Huh?
What do you want to do with it?
I go like this. I take a dumpling. I put it in the sauce. It drips.
Oh. You need something.
I got it to my mouth. And I eat it. How many guys wait for this question? So yes, we are going to redo our wedding. I have a big surprise for everybody. I'm so excited. You know, marriage in the United States is a business thing. I'm chewing with my mouth open. What?
This?
No, I talk about the Japanese ones. You can go.
Since when do we have Japanese anything?
This is Japanese. Is it not? Is it? Is because it
Does it
is
say
because
Japanese? It probably says made in China.
those frauds.
Did you tell them we're getting married yet?
China. Look, close the door. Go out the room.
But have you told
Leave
them or is that-
one.
Oh,
leave
wait, you're my
two.
fiancé.
I'm gonna throw this.
Ah.
I have it out of here. He's so rude. They're so good. Oh my god, I love these. They're spicy though. Like my mouth is on fire. Ooh. Ooh. All for me. Ow. Okay. Let's do another one, and then we're gonna start answering these questions. Okay. That's why I feel like people are being polite because they know I block hardcore. I think people are very nervous to leave bad questions because I block everything. I'm so sorry for the way I chew. I sound like an animal. I usually have really good manners. Why are people... Some girl says I asked you great questions. Well, I kind of see it. Was my weight question not good enough? I don't have time to go back. From your vegan days to now, when were you the happiest? Probably the first year of being a raw vegan. That was really exciting and happy. What's the favorite and worst thing about a relationship? Worst thing is that it just, you have to look at them. And the best thing is taxes. This is why I follow you. Goodbye. Why do people hate on you? I don't know, Margaret. Favorite position? Laying down, not moving, doing nothing. Having it done to me. I used to do all the active. I used to ride like a helicopter. That was my favorite. I'm kind of good. Oh. Yes, I miss those days. You guys, I literally just posted something on my Patreon. You have to be 18 years or older to follow. But it was like a sit down little talk, like a serious health update. And, long story short, I'm not going to tell you anything that I showed, but I will say that one of the things that we did address was the life. What's it been like? The SEX, you know. Things have changed in many ways. Why do people hate on you if you're so funny? I know I am very funny. Would you redo one of your vegan videos? Oh my gosh, maybe we should. What was it like having a heart attack before 35? Good question. A little scary. But I know why. It's because that day I had a lot of, what causes heart attacks? Vegetables! Oops. Added too many vegetables. Oh, look at this. See, this thing's squirming. It heard the evil words. I'm so... Shh. There now. I know. We won't have any vegetables here. It's okay. Getting my dumplings nervous. Do you use a special wiping device? Ew. No, well, I use bidet. Why don't you collaborate anymore? Because so you don't see what's in the air. With Orlan's autoimmune condition, I'm not seeing anyone because I could knock my husband dead from a collab. Oh, I would never forgive myself. Who's an influencer that deeply irritates you that hasn't been exposed onto the internet? Who's an influencer that deeply irritates you that hasn't been exposed yet? Okay, but here's the thing about this person's channel. They're irrelevant now. It doesn't matter. But I know some stuff. I know some stuff. I really do. I know some stuff. How about you? I don't like how this keeps on shifting. Then we're going to use this for our bell. Ding ding. Some drama. I would love... See, Orlin especially dislikes this person. I actually kept on giving them the benefit of the doubt, and I kind of put up with it. Because there's a lot of qualities about this person that I like. But Orlin reads people really well. He has a really good sense for like, oh, they're a good person, oh, they're a bad person, oh, they're a little unstable. Oh, you know, and Orlin's been manipulated by people in his life before, and he's just done. Done. Oh, no! Orlan has a sense, and he, you know, he's been through a lot, let's just say. And there's somebody who, they have a decent amount of following. They have, let's just say, over 100,000. I'm not going to say the number. Actually, to be honest, I don't even know how much they have anymore, because they're not really relevant anymore. Orlan really dislikes this person. And I always thought, like, Orlan, where's all this hostility coming from? Even in the beginning, I didn't see it. And then I saw it. I was like, ooh. I still kind of feel bad slightly. You know, sometimes you have to feel bad for people that are need a good reality check. Like that girl. What was her? SoHo Karen. There are people, well actually, I think most people can see that was just really uncalled for. But I'm sure there's people that think this potential punishment, you know, being extradited to New York, sitting in jail without bail, no bond or whatever. Okay, that might be too harsh. That's usually reserved for like murderers, like taxing our heavy system here. I've heard all the arguments, but I have to say, her attitude on that interview, oh my God. I mean, it almost makes you be like, I just want you to, like, okay, so if you know the story, I'll tell you in like 5 seconds. There is this black boy. He was about 14 years old. He's the son of a musician who I'm not going to say his name because I don't remember, and I'll butcher it because people get very upset. A black jazz musician. They were staying at this nice hotel in Soho, New York. And this black boy, 14 years old, all of a sudden gets shoved and accused by this white girl who's 22, or Hispanic, I don't know, very light-skinned. I mean, I would never even, it doesn't even matter about the race, but it kind of does in this context because there's a bunch of people in the hotel lobby, right? They're all sitting there, they're all like waiting to get checked in, check out. There's a little commotion, hustle, bustle. People are passing through. You know, it's a lobby. She started accusing this black boy of stealing her phone, and he had a phone in his hand, and she's like, well, that's my phone. That's my phone. Well, he must have taken the case off because that's my phone. I need my phone. Give me my phone. He definitely took it. You're not leaving this building. Security, hello, he took my phone. Now, I don't know for sure. Like, I don't remember what kind of phone it was. Most people have the same phone nowadays. You have two choices: iPhone, Samsung. Like, those are the top two, where like half the world's population all have the same dang phone. She thinks that he took it, took off the cover. Like, she could have asked to, like, hey, can I see you put in the passcode just so I know that's not my phone? Hey, can you just swipe up and show me the phone screen? Show me the phone screen. I'm going a little paranoid right now, and I really don't mean to single you out, but I've lost my phone. It really made me feel a little bit better. I know it's awkward, but can you just show me, like, that this is your phone? I'm just trying to search it. She didn't do any of this. What she did was say, you have my phone, and give it to me. And he's like, this is my phone, leave me alone, you crazy lady, leave me alone. And then he keeps on minding his business or whatever, and she starts hustling him and heckling him and kind of like roughhousing him. And then he starts leaving the hotel through the lobby doors. She runs after him, jumps on top almost, tackles him to the ground. He falls down, and he's thinking like, oh my God, I'm being beat up by this girl in the middle of the lobby. She's so convinced that I stole something from her. Lo and behold, everyone gets up, the managers come, they sort it out, he shows the phone, whatever. That was not her phone, that was his own phone. Her phone was left somewhere in the hotel by her own accord that she forgot about. And she decided to ask him. No, she didn't ask. Based on the video, she was so certain in her head that he did, she accused. Instead of asking for help seeking a man, I mean, this girl's 22, so she's still young. She took it into her own hands to tackle him to the ground. Now, if this was the other way around, I do bring up race because if this was a white girl, say a white girl, she's on her phone, minding her business, and this black boy comes up and says, you have my phone, give me my phone, give me my phone, and pushes her to the ground and accuses, like, that black boy, I mean, yeah, that black boy, without question would be charged. I mean, come on, without question. You know, and so this attorney of this jazz musician's son, who apparently is kind of famous, he's like a Grammy or something. It's kind of like, oh, you messed with the wrong person, like that. You messed with the wrong one. Because they're pressing charges now. They're saying, hey, this kind of petrified my son. He's a little traumatized. He's kind of freaking out. He feels targeted. He got pushed to the ground by a stranger in the middle of the pandemic. It's just like, I mean, what if he caught you know what because of that too, on top of it, and got deathly sick? I mean, could you, I mean, so this girl, she eventually got her phone. She left the state because it was all over the news. They're talking about pressing charges, talking about getting her, she got on a plane and flew to California, where she's from, and the police there caught her. They saw her somewhere, and she was driving, and they had the sirens on. Hey, lady, pull over. We're arresting you. She refused to, and she sped all the way home as the police are chasing her. She gets out of the... No, she pulls up to the house, refuses to get out of the car. They have to physically remove her. The neighbors who witnessed the events, because she was in like a nice neighborhood, all the houses were kind of close. Nice-looking houses. She had a Range Rover. She looks like a spoiled brat. Like, if you just imagine yourself like what a spoiled brat looks like, you imagine her. I hate to say it. The way she speaks, you know, she's so entitled. She's 22 and driving a Range Rover. That's so inappropriate. It's like the Ace family giving their 3-year-old a Louis Vuitton purse. Girls under the age of 16 shouldn't have purses, number one. Number two, what the heck is she gonna put in there? Number three, Louis Vuitton, really? All that money? Like, you're gonna waste it on fabric that doesn't even rationalize with a 3-year-old what the heck that stands for, that society, that class, that label, that Gucci. It's that type of thing. Just inappropriate for a 22-year-old to be driving a Range Rover, in my opinion. It's like, you clearly didn't earn that, you didn't work for that. I mean, maybe, you have 4 jobs and you're trying hard and what. It's the whole package. It's not the fact that she drives a Range Rover, which, by the way, we're talking like over $100,000 for a car. 99% of people in this country can't afford that car. That's why it's like 22 and you're driving what most people never see in their lifetime. Something happened. You got a lot of help. But it's not just that in itself, it's the whole package. Because she, the day beforehand, or 2 days prior, while in California, was on Good Morning America, speaking to Robert Robertson. Oh gosh, I butcher everyone's names. They all come from me. Robin Robbins. Red Robin. Yo, oh no, they're gonna hate me. No, I actually think I love her. But anyway, she sat down and did a interview with her via Zoom. Check out the interview. Just type in SoHo Karen interview Good Morning America. SoHo Karen. SOHO. SoHo Karen. Because I forget everyone's names, clearly. So this interviewer is saying, like, do you see what you did? Do you feel any bad? She had this girl, this 22-year-old girl, showed up in unprofessional attire, showed up with an attitude, pointing fingers. She showed up wearing a baseball cap that said Daddy on it. Daddy. Just spoiled brat, the whole package. And she's sitting next to her attorney, who I think is useless. If you are a good attorney and you had more than 5 seconds of interaction with an individual like this, it did occur to you to say, hey, let me speak on behalf of you. Hey, let's just not do this interview. Like, the lawyer's stupid too. I'm sorry, she had this dumb look on her face. I mean, I've had my fair share of attorneys over the past 2 years. I've gone through like a dozen of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a different one from the same firm. I've gone through so many lawyers. And I know I can fish one out. I know I look for someone's articulate, someone who picks up on things, someone that doesn't waste time. I've had good and bad lawyers in my experience. I've had horrible lawyers. I've had, tigers, litigator type of lawyers. This lawyer, I'm sorry, maybe she has a good record, I don't know, but this was not a good look for her. Representing this, unhinged, unfiltered teenager, or 22-year-old who literally acts like she's 13. Let her speak. You have to watch the interview. Just do it. So I'll make sure that's what you have to type. SoHo Karen interview. Okay, I see a lot of people reacting to it, but let's just do interview Robin 22-year-old. I just want to give you the title. SoHo Karen interview Gayle King. I called her Robin. Oh, I know that. Oh no. I am so sorry. Her name's Gayle King. That's Oprah's friend. I mixed up her with Robin Robertson. Oh shoot. Oh my God, no. People are gonna be really upset. I'm so sorry. They have different hairstyles too, but oh no. Anyways, it's called Entertainment Tonight. SoHo Karen snaps at Gayle King during viral interview. Oh no, excuse me. It's called Mia Ponsetto speaks out about viral confrontation with black teen. CBS this morning. Oh, I called it Good Morning America. Okay, before you come for me for the Robin Roberts, and confusing her with Gayle. I also said it was Good Morning America. No, It's CBS this morning. So before you say, oh, look at him mix up names on purpose, I also mix up the news station too. I'll just throw that out there because a lot of people think I do things deliberately, which I do, but this was not one of them. This was not one of them. This was by accident. I'm letting the ad skip so I can make sure this is the video I want you all to see. It has 800,000 views. You have to watch this spoiled brat of an excuse. Here it is. Okay, this is it. CBS this morning. This is it. Just write confrontation with black teens, CBS this morning. Mia Ponsetto speaks out about viral confrontation with black teen. 800,000 posted yesterday. I know, I'm taking forever in this video. Her attitude. I mean, a dumb girl is a dumb girl. Let's just say. I mean, what are you gonna do? A dumb girl is a dumb girl. But I'm disappointed in the lawyer. Here's the thing. A lawyer's job is to represent any person, no matter how dumb, how bad, how malicious, how evil. Represent them in the best light possible. That's what they're paid to do. A good lawyer will make an evil man look nice. I'm telling you, that's their job. If they're good, they're good. She allowed this. She continued this. I mean, it didn't occur to her, you know, this might, just by speaking to her. You can get 5 seconds sense that this is a brat who can't control her story, who's too young and just like out of touch with reality to even make Gayle King brought up racism, because Gayle King, the interviewer, is black too. She's like, don't you think this was racial profiling? You didn't ask anyone else in the lobby, you only asked this person who happened to be black. Don't you think that might make people feel a little suspicious, a little uncomfortable? Like, why him and no one else in the lobby was black except for him? And she's like, racism, like, you know, yeah, no, racism. Well, I'm a good, sweet person. That's what she said. That was her answer. I mean, it's embarrassing. And her lawyer is sitting there with this dumb look like, I'm like, oh my God. This is also a reflection of the girl's parents too, because the parents are the one who arranged this lawyer. I'm almost positive. Maybe not. Maybe this girl lives on her own. I mean, it looked like that was a family house that she was pulling up to. I mean, unless that's her house, I don't know. She looks like a 22-year-old that still lives with mom and dad. I could be wrong. If the family arranged this lawyer, they're dumb too. They're dumb too. They picked out about it. Now, sometimes you could have smart people like me who pick out lawyers who don't turn out to be the best you think. That's fine, but I think the parents should also know, hey, Mia, you're not speaking about this on TV. You are out of touch. It's going to look even worse. It will backfire. You'll dig yourself like an aware parent, someone who's aware. Now, these are dumb parents too, I think. Unless she lives alone and she's with a sugar daddy or something with that car and Range Rover. She's 22. When I was 22, I was $40,000 in debt, living in a bunk bed, eating peanut butter, and like, I don't know. I was just like, I was at college. Oh wait, no, I had just dropped out. Where was I at 22? Oh yeah, I was living in someone's basement. I had my own car, house, no. Anyway. The whole thing is embarrassing. The day after that interview, boom, she gets arrested. She fights, she screams, she flees the scene. She refuses to cooperate. So because of that, and I think a little bit because of the interview and the fact that this is like newsworthy, the judge decided to throw her in jail without the possibility of release until trial. Now, you know, the justice system in America is very broken, very slow, corruption, very corrupt. I mean, oh, it just makes me so mad hearing about how our judicial system works. It's going to take at least half a year before her trial. So she's going to sit in jail for 6 months no matter what happens. Just because. Now, a lot of people are saying that's too harsh. Our taxpayers are already burdened. I mean, we have more prisoners than China. We have the most prisoners in the entire planet. I mean, the things that people do here aren't even crimes in half the world that people get sent away for. I mean, that's one embarrassing. I mean, I think it's embarrassing. Do I think she's a brat that needs consequences? Absolutely. Do I think she needs to sit in prison? I mean, if you look at the context and of what other people in prison for, then yeah, this is a lot worse. This is assault. This is battery. This is conspiracy to attack, or whatever they come up with. I mean, again, switch the gender, switch the roles. People say this guy is aggressive. He's a threat to society. You know, like, just the other way around. So, we want equality in this world? I guess okay. The girls have to be treated equally like the boys. And I'm just saying, for those of you who felt doubtful, like, don't be too harsh, it's a girl, blah, blah, blah. That interview literally changed a lot of people's minds, including mine. I was like, you know, everyone has a bad day. Some people jump the gun. Some people make mistakes. I could understand if she was crying. Well, okay, maybe not. I know very manipulative people who will cry to make it seem like they're sweet and innocent when they're literally the evilest thing on earth. Never mind. Let me take that back. I have seen, in my experience, and you have too, look at Johnny Depp and his girlfriend, that monster, using her, weaponizing her gender to get people to sympathize with her. Well, I'm a woman. Well, I'm a girl. Oh, me too. And crying and putting on a production to get people to sway emotionally to be on her side. And it turns out she was the monster in that whole thing anyway. And it's happened time and time again with women doing that. I mean, unfortunately, it's a toss-up. But this is not a toss-up. We all saw it happened to be on tape. The assault happened on tape. So this is not even comparable to those things, okay? But what I am saying, it just made it worse. I mean, if she would have just been genuinely sorry, apologized. I mean, I've always said, people make mistakes, but sometimes what you do in the moment, how you react, how you show your true character, could literally mean the night and day of saying, you know, that black boy would be like, I'm not going to prosecute you. I feel, you know, I understand. It's okay. But her attitude, it's not sometimes what you do, it's how you do it. The way she went about this whole thing and the attitude. Okay, you're going to get the shoe now. You're going to get the shoe and you're going to be kicked real hard. You know what? Maybe you deserve it. I was just thinking if that was my situation, where I lost my phone, I didn't know where it was. I personally would go up to people, not just one person and not just a black person, but I would go up to people and say, I've lost my phone. I see you're on a phone. It kind of looks like mine. I don't want to blame you for anything, but I feel really paranoid right now. Maybe kind of just talk. I guarantee if he would have just been like, here's my phone. And she would have been like, oh yeah, okay, sorry. I'm totally like losing my marbles today. Like I'm really, should she have done that? I mean, it's one thing to be paranoid that you lost something. I lose things here in the house all the time. I'm like, Orlan, where'd you put it? You know what I mean? But that's my husband. Just strangers, it's like, if she would have approached him and other people in a gentle way, you know, someone with kindness and just being gentle. I mean, if he would have just showed her, like, here, I'll swipe up and show you the background. She would have been like, oh, you know. But she didn't even bother asking for comfort. She didn't bother asking for more information. She made up it in her mind already. She already made it up in her mind. She already made it up in her mind. And so she attacked him to the floor and chased him out the hotel. He fell down. He got hurt. I don't think he broke a bone or anything, but it's just kind of like, if she would have gone about that differently, not only would he not have been tackled because she would have been moved to do it. See, this is just a reflection of her being unhinged. This is a reflection of her being literally unstable. And listen, I mean, like, I don't even know how else to say it. I feel like I'm repeating myself now. So anyways, I just want to bring that up, I guess. Why was I saying this? I don't remember. Like, really? I would never tackle someone. I mean, I've never. Ever. got into a physical. I talk about this all the time when I see fights like in the airport, people fighting over luggage and, you know, girls pulling hair and, oh, there's that one thing. What was that girl on the airplane said the N-word and they all beat her up? Listen, I've always said I'm one that's not confrontational. I'll be confrontational on the internet to be funny for views, but like in real life, I'm very aware. I'm very observant, and I'm just not someone. It wouldn't even occur to me to. I've never physically pushed anybody to the ground ever. I know what the funny thing is. Someone like that, somebody like that, is probably likely, if you had to guess, more or less likely the type of person who could afford another phone if she truly lost it. It wasn't like she came from a lifestyle, an upbringing, a living situation, an income that she worked her butt off for this. It means the world to her. That's all she has. She comes from, you know, she shares a room with 4 people. Like, she already had it so good. Like, she could have, I guarantee, bought another phone. That's the thing. Like, I'm thinking of, I'm not going to say, I never say names about this, but my personal life, I do keep off YouTube. But one time, I know somebody who did like little shoplifting. And this person, literally, their parents handed her like $300 cash to go shopping that day with her friends. And she stole some stuff for the fun of it. Yet her parents were loaded. She had a lot of money. Out of all of the people in her friend group, she was the wealthiest. She was the one who was had the least reasons to be stealing in the first place, but she did it, and yet she was the wealthiest. You know what I mean? It's that type of thing. It's like, really? Now you go to jail for shoplifting when you could have bought that thing 10 times in a row without blinking. Like, sometimes people steal out of desperation. Maybe that girl, in a hypothetical sense, this SoHo Karen, could have been so desperate and wasn't thinking because it's her life. She worked so hard. She didn't have a lot of stuff. Her judgment's clouded because that's her baby. You know, this girl probably could buy 2 more phones. You know what I mean? Like, that's also part of the story too to me. Which is why people say, okay. Which means that's more of a reason why it was targeted to that black boy. And I feel like his attorney will really point all this out. What a hot mess express. Imagine her being cross-examined. I mean, that interview with Gail, not even keeping her story straight, not answering questions, just being dumb. Oh, imagine her on the stand being cross-examined. Her dumbness will just pour out, and the judge will know exactly what we're dealing with. So, all right, so that's that. So she's sitting in jail right now. They flew her back to New York. Or drove her, I don't know. How do they do cross country like that? I think they put them in a truck, don't they? You know, there's some countries on like the Netherlands, I heard they don't even have jail. They have 0 prisoners. They don't believe in it. Every person that commits a crime, they capture them, and they literally use their citizens' tax money to feed them tools to change their life around. And guess what? They have a low crime rate. It kind of works. They have no prison. They have no death penalty. I mean, it's a whole philosophy. It's a smaller country. It's less diverse, I think. I'm not saying that diversity is bad. I'm just saying there's probably less, like, well, no, that's not really true, but I just think, like, the more differences you have in the world, the more opportunity for people to target, twist, commit crimes. You know, I'm LGBT. You know, I see the difference here. I'm picked on by people at school for no other reason, just other than my difference. If I wasn't different in that sense, there's less opportunity to pick on me. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't make it sound like a less racially diverse countries better. No, I'm just saying people are dumb and people like to... the more opportunity you give someone to twist things, they're going to do it. That's just how people are. The thing about trans people especially being like murdered and stuff, it's like, you know, I get there's that whole debate of people saying, oh, is it natural? Maybe it's not natural. Well, should it be? Oh, well, at the end of the day, they're dying in this country. And the only reason is nothing other than being different for that reason. If everyone was trans, guess what? All those problems are gone. There might be problems for other things. She stole my outfit. She has my nails. She took my boyfriend. She stole this. You know, there'll be more problems because how people make problems, but that's less of a reason. I mean, less opportunity for problem. I'm curious to see the comments. A parent would put any parent would pull a crazy woman off of their child. She attacked his son first. He's going to protect his child no matter what. I hope this lady goes to a psych ward. Oh, she's claiming, well, the boy's father yanked her off and hurt her arm in the process. And this person's saying any parent would go after their child to kind of save them from this deranged. The woman could have had a knife. She could have had a gun. She could have had a bat. She could have done it. She could have stabbed him with a Tic Tac. I mean, God knows what, you know, like... She's just a spoiled 22-year-old little diaper girl. She has no idea of reality. She keeps calling herself a little girl and him a guy. No, he's the child and she's the adult. Yeah. Excuse me. You can tell she's disrespectful to her parents who more than likely made her this way. Yeah, that's the funny thing. She probably talks this way to her parents, and they're part of the reason as to why she's this way to begin with. This is such a fascinating story to me. I didn't think I'd talk about this video. I'm so sorry if this is like boring to you, or if you don't even know the story, you're like, Nick, this is so... it's fascinating to me. Because usually it's always the man attacking the woman. It's rare for the woman to attack the man. And the race does have a... I mean, especially with what's been happening in the media, this is really weighing on people. Thinking like, there's all these other white people, or is she Hispanic? I don't know. It's suspicious, and I think that that's also because of the time we're living in. What's been happening in the media and what's been happening, in reality. People are getting this extra thought. This is a nightmare of a video. Where are her parents? In all caps. I know! No one said anything about that lawyer. That lawyer, I mean, I'm at a awareness level where I would know, you know, the lawyer I would hire. I don't know if she did or her parents, it doesn't matter. It did occur. I mean, the lawyer, this is the lawyer stamping her name on this case. You understand? That's her track record. That's her responsibility. That's her livelihood. You know, that's her name on it. Like, your case, that is your reputation. And the lawyer is just sitting there. And when she's going off saying, Gail, stop, enough, Gail, like talking to her like a queen, the lawyer just goes, stop, like whispers it. She's not even assertive. The lawyer's not even assertive. I mean, I've watched enough Law and Order SVU, Law and Order Criminal Intent. They're so fascinating to me, the characters especially. And I've seen assertive lawyers. That's what you want. I don't know, that lawyer makes me mad. But no one's pointing that out. I mean, it's not the lawyer's dang fault, but that's embarrassing for the lawyer too. I mean, She's putting her name on this case, saying yes. Oh, yes. And I get it. You're going to work with crazy, stupid people in life, but a good lawyer makes the stupid person look innocent. I've watched enough TV to know a good lawyer will make any evil person look benevolent. Twisting, going down different paths, open up the borders, using your creativity, persuading. Let's see more comments. Notice how she keeps calling her a 22-year-old girl instead of a woman. She's using the word girl to give her appearance that she's innocent. I mean, I still refer to myself as a kid sometimes because, like, I had to learn about car insurance, health insurance, medical insurance, life insurance, this insurance, that insurance. I had to learn about taxes. And like, you know, I'm 28 and I'm just like, it's scary, you know? And I'm 28, you know, and I'm a guy too. Well, whatever, gender doesn't matter. But I know dang well when I was 22, I probably still referred to myself as a kid. Or not, I didn't say the word kid probably, but I would say, like, it's in your head too. I know in America you turn 18, boom, now you're an adult. But there's people who are 15 that probably feel more adult-like, and there's people who are 30 who still feel like they're children. It's all in your head. It's the way that you view yourself. And people said she's doing it to, like, get sympathy. I don't think she's smart enough. I don't think she's able to calculate or strategize that far to really actually choose her words to paint a narrative that, you know, those two don't go together. Because look at her hat, it says daddy. Like, that looks like someone who's not, like, innocent. That looks like someone who's knows what she's doing. She's, like, promiscuous. The word daddy's used in like a sexual way now. So I don't think she's smart enough, calculated enough, you know, to even strategize her words. I think she actually feels dumb. And she is. That's my opinion. Maybe she's doing it all on purpose, but she would have wore, like, a little pink bow. She would have, like, looked all fluffy. She would have rubbed some mascara. Like, oh. She would have, like, sat in front of the bed, looked all soft and innocent, you know. She would not have sat there with daddy and, like, you know, this tough-looking, big old, you know, no. She's used the word girl because she's dumb. She still identifies as a girl. Which, to me, is a reflection of her parents. As well, not maybe 100%. I know there's horrible people in this world whose parents tried really hard. And they just gave birth to evil. It happens. This entitled nutcase really has daddy written on her hat. Oh my god. Digging her own grave. I'm literally blushing watching this. I know. Oh my god, can you imagine the way she speaks to the judge? I'm sorry if he feels like I assaulted him. Girl, you physically pushed him to the ground and tackled him up against a door. She put on her good girl costume. A hat that says daddy, like daddy's little girl. Maybe that's what the hat daddy was referring to, like daddy's little girl. When I hear the word daddy, I think of, like, promiscuous behavior. Her cap says daddy, knowing how she is behind closed doors in the bedroom. See, someone literally, they're thinking like I'm thinking. Apparently the lawyer did advise this girl, don't wear this hat for the interview. And she said, no, I'm going to wear it. Then the lawyer should have said, well, then I'm just going to speak for you. This is my name. This is my reputation. No, it's just a dumb lawyer too. Maybe she had no choice. Of course you have a choice. Of course you have a choice. Oh my god, I remember. Yeah, there's a part in here where she goes, I apologize. Like, can we move on? Like, if this is boring to you, this whole conversation, maybe you should go watch the video and come back. Yeah, there's a part where she goes, I apologize. Can we move on? Move on? God. I was blown away by this video. Girl, there's an app called Find My Phone. Come on. Or just ask, hey, can you, I'm sorry if this sounds weird, or, you know, I'm not feeling my best right now. I'm a little upset. I lost my phone. I'm just asking people if they happen to see it. You're holding one that kind of looks like mine. I'm sorry if this is awkward. Can you just show me that that's yours? Like, show me the home screen or something. I don't know if you picked that up or you found that, or just come up with something to make it seem less interrogating. You know, you don't want to put people on the defense the moment you go up to them. That's what she did. Like, there's a way you can talk about it. Because if you're really going crazy, everyone goes crazy once in a while. Everyone gets a little paranoid. You can do it with the thought of the person too. Like, if she would have done that, he'd been like, yeah, this is mine. And she would have walked away and he would have been like, she's nuts. But that would have been the end of it, you know? Especially if she didn't just do him and only him. But no. I'm a 22-year-old girl. Girl, what does that have to do with anything? I wanted to slap her so hard. Lord Jesus, I'm freaking out. So no one's sympathizing with her now. Wow. Can you believe how people act in this world? And don't say anything about me. I'm an entertainer. Okay. Okay. This is different. There's been people in my life on YouTube and off YouTube. Well, on YouTube. People in the comments, review channels, other YouTubers, haters, commenters, who look at what I do on YouTube. They know that part of me is unstable, and they use it to their advantage, knowing that no one would believe me. No one's saying anything about her lawyer. I'm sorry if I assaulted him and hurt his feelings. That was a quote that she said. I'm sorry, woman, you straight up jump kicked a 14-year-old boy onto the floor. If he was white and you were black, you'd be handcuffed that minute. Yeah. You know, maybe not every time. Maybe not every time. But anyways. I wonder if prison will change her. Sometimes some people are too far gone, if you know what I mean. She's young though, but she's young. What do I say, everyone? What do I say all the time? Children are not accessories. Children are not handbags. Stop having babies. What a child is exposed to, what you say in front of them, what TV shows you let them have, if you give them iPhones when they're 6, I mean, things like this. These are the foundations. It's like when you build a skyscraper of New York City. The first steps are the most critical. Very rarely can you go back and change a foundation of a building. Very rarely. It's so difficult. And when I think of the world and stuff, I do feel very blessed that I had normal, smart parents who also didn't pump me out when they were 19 years old. They waited till they were older. You know, it's the right thing to do that people don't do. Because, again, you can be great parents and give birth to straight up evil. That happens sometimes. Or the child could have some behavioral issues that they hopefully try to get better. I mean, life's a spectrum and there's a lot of gray area here. But she could go to jail and not get it. She could think that she's being wronged. She'll sit there for 5 years thinking, I'm being wronged, I'm being wronged, I'm being wronged. I can't wait to get out here. Daddy's gonna help me. Like, she could literally not change ever. There's people who go to jail and stay in jail their whole life because they keep committing the same crimes over and over because they just don't get it. And it's because of their early upbringings. A good, at least 50% of the time. Their early upbringings determined how they're going to receive information, how they're going to deal with it. I mean, every once in a while you'll get an amazing case of someone that grows up in complete chaos. No parents, surrounded by drugs, surrounded by gangs, and they literally become an influential speaker, a politician, or they crack the code to a virus, or they're an astronaut. It happens, but it's rare, and it's more likely because of chance, not because of anything that was taught to them, not because anything they observed, what they heard, what they saw. You know, because then you produce people like this girl who are stupid. They just don't get it. It doesn't register in her head. And I feel like some people like her, if I had to guess if she would change after prison, if I had to guess, I'd say no. I don't know. I just feel like there are people who are just so far gone. She's 22, so she does have a chance. I mean, if she was 32, I'd say no. This is who she is for life. They say that's why when you date someone and you're hoping them that they could change, you're dumb for believing that. People can change, but very, very little. Think of that skyscraper. Think of that building. I know we're not buildings, we're not people. But there's no feelings when it comes to building cells and brains and memories and reactions and impulses. I mean, it's set. You can change it. People can. It's very hard, and it's very little by little. There's people who be adamantly against same-gender marriage until they're 60 and finally be like, you know what? Maybe it's okay. It took them 60 years, and that was for one little thing: letting people who love each other marry, who might be a little bit different. It's so difficult to tackle that foundation, and that's why I always say, if you're not ready to be a parent, don't have a parent. Don't be a parent. So, I'm gonna get going. That girl's so stupid. And that's why I say I feel a little bad for her too, because life is all about perspective, really. And I know she's 22, but I know 50-year-olds who act like children too. They don't get it, you know. And of course people are gonna be like, oh well, Nick, look what you. I'm a performer on the internet. Let's not even. But see, the people who say that goes over their head too. You know what I mean? You guys are smart. It goes over their head. I'm telling, Orlin does not know SoHo Karen. He doesn't know.
I know the Ukrainian Karen.
Shh. I'm curious to know, after I turn off this video, which I'm almost done, I'm getting really full. I'm gonna show him the story, the first one, like what took place a week ago or 2 weeks ago, whatever that was. And then show him the updated interview, and then tell him, oh yeah, this is the result. She's in jail, she's not allowed to get bail. Which they usually only reserve for really at risk for fleeing the scene. Which she did flee the scene technically, and she refused to cooperate. I mean, it can be twisted anyway. When I watch videos about law, and I was watching some videos about the Constitution. The Constitution can be interpreted in, I don't say molded, but implied in different ways, all by the perspective and the way you use your words. It's like art, taking words, taking sentences, taking ideas, forming them so that the Constitution still works, yet you made a branch. And you made a branch over here. This is more conservative. This, we can read the same thing, and no, it can be interpreted, it can be implied this way with a more liberal sense. Just like religion too. It's a interpretation. But what was I gonna fucking say? I don't remember. I don't even know. I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm just curious to know Orlan's reaction. I'm curious to know his reaction. Because the sitting without bail thing, I mean, you're paying that. I'm paying for her to sit there. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm paying for her to sit there. We're all paying for her to sit there. And Orlan is really against a lot of the formalities of he thinks we need some major reform, as do I. I think a lot of Republicans and Democrats, I know it seems to be more of a Democratic thing, but to me this is bipartisan. I think a lot of people can agree this is an issue. But when you hear that attitude, you're like, yeah, you're gonna sit there. You're gonna sit there. Bye. Bye, Felicia. I want Kale to go on camera when she gets her sentencing and be like, that's enough. Bye, Felicia. Wow. I really just eat all these? I did. I know it's very unsettling to see this rocking. One last one. I'm getting so full. Last one. I'm like stabbing them at this point. Oh God. Oh, okay. I was just looking up somebody's age. You know, this SoHo Karen reminded me a little bit, or a lot of bit, of someone I've seen on YouTube before. Yeah. Especially that interview and her apology. Because that was actually her apology, by the way. That once you go watch that interview, the purpose, the objective of that was to go into camera and tell the world she's sorry. can't help but laugh at the She literally reminds me of someone else I've seen on the internet. It's not funny, it's sad, and I can't, I'm not even gonna say anything. You don't know who I'm talking about, okay? You have no idea. You probably don't, actually. You probably think you know, but you don't know. Well, but yeah, I just looked up that person's age. Just be like, oh. Excuse me. All these things recommended by Google. I just asked one thing and it's like piggybacking like all these people in different. What do you think about the case? Well, I don't know, it's not in court yet, but the events. The series of unfortunate events. What do you think? You think she was right to be arrested? Do you think she's right to have her charge pressed? Do you think she was right to even go on camera? Do you think it was right for her attorney to, come up with this spectacular idea? Do you think Gail's line of questioning was out of line? Do you think she was too soft? Was she not hard enough? Do you think if the roles were reversed, that's something? Do you think that, my idea of like, maybe just asking to look at the phone as the person holds it, like kind of just like, when you go to like the airport and you have your pass and you just go like, beep, beep, beep. You don't even have to get the phone away. You could use two hands to be extra safe. Beep. She could have been like, he could have been, beep. I mean, boom, the issue's over. Unless she would think in her head, oh, he changed the background. Open it up. Let me see you text it. Like, okay. But do you think my thoughts on that are good thoughts? Or do you think that's just, it's still rude to ask someone to look at their phone? And I think it probably is. But I think people in this world are understanding. And again, if she's having a psychotic breakdown, she's going paranoid. People can write that off. People can write off crazy. What people don't write off is physical attacks. People can write. I've had people ask me the most bizarre things in my life. Do I think about it? No. Do I remember? No. I have to think hard about it. What do they say? It's New York City. I'm sure they get a lot of crazy people. That's what she should have done. That's it. That's my fault. But, I don't think that she had that occurrence. I lost my iPod on the metro in Washington, D.C. I didn't talk to anybody about it. I was not a daddy's girl loaded with money either. Oh, I was very sad. Oh, one time, I was living in New York City with a bunch of people and I had these little headphones. They're very expensive. Very, very. So music is my life. You guys know, as a music major, I don't like spending money on things that are just pointless. So it was a big deal for me. I spent $200 on these really good quality earphones that had like bass. I know it sounds ridiculous. They were so expensive. And I accidentally left them on the table in the living room. This was in New York. This was not the first, or this was the third house I was living at. I left it on the table and I had many, many roommates, okay? There's a lot of roommates. And I think, actually I don't know. I don't even know for sure, to be honest with you. That I have no idea. Could have been one of my roommate's friends that took them. I left them on the coffee table. I went to the bathroom. There were people sitting there. I went to the bathroom. I went to my room to do something. An hour or two passed. I went back out into the living room. Everyone had left, but my earphones were gone too. And I know where I left them. And did I cry? It would surprise me if I actually cried or something. I was very sad, but I didn't even bring it up to anybody. I didn't bring it up because I know what had happened. I know someone took it. It's not, there's no pets, and it didn't get rolled under the couch. I remember checking the couch. I checked the cushions. I checked under the little light fixtures. You know what? I think I did ask, oh, don't want to say his name. I think I did ask at least one. The one who lived directly next to me. It was like, not dormitory style, but his room. I asked him, like, did you happen to see my headphones? I didn't ask the guy across the hall. Maybe he's the one who took it. But you know what? If you're really, really upset, you'll ask. I don't know why I didn't ask more questions. Again, how old was I? I was freaking 22 during that time period. No, 24. I was 24. Something like that. And, yeah. Goodbye. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow on the wedding or the day after.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and a big thank you to my patrons for supporting these videos, and a huge thank you to my executive producers, Jodi and Jamie Babycado. If you'd like to become a producer for Christmas and help support my channels, or if you just want to join the community to see what else I'm posting, come on over to my Patreon by clicking the link down below. You must be age 18 or older. And for something even more personal, gift yourself an 8-minute long personalized video just for you. Or book a video for someone and surprise them this holiday season. It makes a great Christmas present. We can also DM each other and chat one-on-one. So if you want to watch even more content from me, come follow my Patreon. But if you want a personalized video or just want to talk, come over to my Cameo. Patreon and Cameo are both linked down below. Thank you so, so much. Merry Christmas. Bye.